Do 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 do. Beep beep boop boop. Biddly biddly beep. Beep 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 boom. Oh man, maybe. Let's see. I don't think this is the. I should have been prepared. I'm never prepared. Am I, kids? Nope. That's not what I want. Cancel. Cancel. Back. I don't generally know what I'm doing. Never prepared. That's not what I called my stream at all. Oh. Oh my gosh. All right. Save changes. I'm just typing. Hey, what's going on? I am trying to get this all situated right now. Just a second. Working on this. What fun. What glorious, glorious fun. All right. Let's share this. All right, one last thing to do. And then we'll be good. It's higher. Okay. Let's see. Yee. Hey guys, anyone that is watching here, I need to jump onto the other screen so I can actually see what's going on. Cool. Oh, all right. Everything looks like it's going. Nice. Looks good. Hey, 3 people are watching. What's going on, guys? I hope all is well. I know it is for me. Kind of, I think. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on anywhere, anyway. I feel like, which camera is it? One of these cameras looks kind of weird. But that's okay. I guess it's this one. No, this one. There we go. You don't need to see me anyway. You need to see this. So, we're going to record the podcast tonight, I think. Maybe. I'm waiting on Ricky. I think he messaged me. So, oh, yep, he's messaging me now. I see him. I see what's going on. So anyway, I was waiting on Ricky, so I decided I was going to start working on, I gotta remember which camera it's on. This, working on this Finn Balor pop. I'm doing a custom right now, just trying to get my skills up a little bit. So this is actually going to be a custom for one of our patrons. And if you know who you are, then happy thing day for you to have. So anyway, you guys can see on the stream, the kind of layout or the design I'm going to go with is, there's another pop that was a custom. I'm not sure who did it. It was very good. So I'm going to hold myself to that standard. And I know that it's not going to be the same quality, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my very best, and we will see exactly kind of where this goes. But you can see up above my face, there is that's what I will be modeling this, Finn Balor afterwards with so it's gonna have the bandana over his mouth with the Bullet Club skull, and then have the black t-shirt. Oh, and then I'll keep the same black tights, and then I'm gonna do his boots. Will be glossy and matte, so it's kind of like a patent leather and like just like a plastic, or a patent leather and like a dull kind of looking leather. So that's my goal here with this guy, and we'll see how this goes. I've done plenty of customs before. I've done lots of clay, and this is Sculpey is what I'll be using. This is what I'm playing with in my hands right now. So this is the material that most people who do customs are going to use. So this is going to be a lot harder material than the plastic that the pops are made out of. But it does really well. It paints well. You just have to bake it whenever you're... once you have all this stuff done, and then... you paint it, and then it looks good. So I'm gonna be doing, that's how I'm gonna be doing his shirt, because there's not a lot for this one. That's how I'm gonna do his shirt, and then the bandana across his face. It's gonna be done with Sculpey. I don't really have to do much with the hair, which is nice, but I will. All the custom paint jobs I do, I always end up basically going crazy with the detail. So, and you guys have probably, I know that anybody in the group has seen the Punisher 2099 chase that I did. I call it my chase. It's just a way more detailed version of it. And then I also did a blue metallic one. But anyway, so that's kind of where I'm going with this. So the proper way for me to do this is I should take his head off. but I don't feel like it because, you know, just to get the shirt on here nicely. I mean, and I might. It's just like it's such a pain because I gotta boil this, and some bang after my cat's like making noise. So anyway, you have to boil the pop to get the head off because they're on there really good. And if I don't, you can hear it just cracked. I don't want to break it. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll try to do this without taking the head off because I think I can bend it up enough to where I can get the Sculpey on there enough. If not, I will just finish. Well, I might just do no shirt then, and I'll just do the bandana, and then do the repaint, and then I'm not gonna rip his head off. It's too hard to freaking get it back on. So anyway, we'll just start with the bandana around the face, and then I'll go from there. So if anybody's never worked with Sculpey, it's very sticky. I wish I had some of the super hard. It's called Super Sculpey. This is original that I'm using now. Which this is nice because it stays soft. Super Sculpey can air dry, but you have to bake it to cure it. So, but this is the box. Anybody dares to try, this is what I'm using right now. You can just pick this up at Michael's or wherever. And Ricky just messaged me. What is he saying? Okay. No, the Sculpey's not air dry. It is actually going to be, it's going to require you to bake it. So I will, when I'm finished with it, you have to make sure that you are doing this at a low enough temperature not to like melt the pop. And so you do like 180, 190 is what you'll bake it for about I want to say it's like 30 minutes. So anyway, I know I'm just sitting here rambling, playing with this stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't start. And I'll try to do it to where you guys can like see. I'll show you all every now and then, but I always just end up starting with just a little bit, and then kind of work it on here. Oh, Ricky's calling me. See what he says. See what's going on.
Hello.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, say hello to everybody on YouTube.
Oh, you're streaming?
That's why I just messaged you.
I didn't get a message from you. Hello, everyone on YouTube.
Yes, the last message I sent you says, I'm live on YouTube.
What are you doing?
I am working on a custom.
Oh, no.
I'm doing this, working on this Finn Balor that I'm turning into Prince Devitt.
Did you just go live, or are you?
13 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, like.
Well, I'll let you be then.
No, I mean you can chat. You can chat on here with me. Sure, everybody would like to hear your sultry voice. Or, Raven says hello, Ricky.
Hello, Raven. On this wonderful. Today's Wednesday, right? I gotta remember my days.
I don't know what days are. I quit paying attention generally. So,
okay, I see it now. I see it now.
It's okay. I'm hoping this turns out. Because I've never, this will be a different one for me to do. Usually I just kind of like, kind of freeform these. Like, I just like freeball it, I guess. If that's the proper term whenever I do customs. I just kind of do whatever I want to. I've never actually done one that is like, oh, let's make it look like this. Everybody else
slide by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, and now I'm kind of like, well, I'm making a specific one. Let's see. Raven. Oh, Raul says, "Hey, what up, Rick?" And Izzy also says, Melissa says, she's asking me, what paint do I use? Okay, so the paint I use, I actually use an expensive, it's fairly expensive paint for what I'm doing. I use Citadel paints because I'm big into painting like Warhammer figures and stuff like that. I play a bunch of tabletop games, Dungeons and Dragons, stuff like that. So I can actually grab it so you can see. I'll show you if you're not familiar with Citadel paints. They're really high quality, and they're designed so that you can water them down, and they're rich enough in pigment that they're not going to dilute. Like if you take like cheap like Hobby Lobby paint, you try to add some water to it, you end up with just like a soupy like mess, and it separates, kind of like water and oil. So it's really it's really best when you're doing these to invest in some expensive paints, because you end up with a much better product in the long run. But they're a little bit harder to work with. They take some definite getting used to, but I've been painting with these paints since like I was in junior high, and I'm 33 now. So it's worth it. But let me
age drop.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm old. So
Hey, if you lose me, and I can't get back on, don't mind me, because I'm trying to fix my Wi-Fi count right now.
Okay.
Coming in a little bit breaking up, but
all right.
If I don't see everyone, good night, everyone.
Hold on. Oh my gosh, there's like a million more comments now. I gotta like catch up. Are you still there, Ricky? Or did you die? Did you die? I think he exploded. Okay, so Ricky might be gone. Let me try to go back through here. Are they oil or acrylic? These are acrylic paints. Oils would not work well on the vinyl, so you need to use acrylics. Rush Pops coming out, drinking, Raven, those Rush Pops, they are verified as convention only, so sorry, you're gonna have to ask. There's a couple people in the group that are Canadians, so maybe they will be nice enough to grab you one, but yeah, they're gonna be convention only. I'm so happy to watch my dreams come true. Yay, Robin, I'm glad you're here to watch me, and now I feel extra pressured to do a good job. So the hardest thing on here is going to be to get this actual like bandana to look like it's freaking material and not like super hard or whatever. Is this... I'm sorry about my camera, guys. It's like freaking out right here. This one is. It's like, hey, I'm going to adjust the light. Every time I move, like the light adjusts. So I guess you really don't need to see my face. So maybe I'll just, I wonder, maybe I can, I don't know if I can control this or not. Probably can't. Yeah, it doesn't look like I don't have any controls on this whatsoever. I can control the frame rate. Nope. I'm gonna just kill that camera. This is making me nauseous seeing it. So anyway, there we go. So you guys don't need to see my face anyway. Yeah, so if... Alright, let me set that there. Because now Finn Balor's a unicorn. So you don't have to use... You can do cheap paints. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be like a snob here and be like, you gotta spend a lot of money on these paints. But if you do, you just have to... There's a few things that you need to know when you're doing these. One of those things is you can't... If you use cheap paints and... If you're going to use cheap paints, you need to use the right stuff to like thin them out. So you can't just use water. I mean, you can use water to clean your brushes and stuff like that, but you need to use what's called medium to thin your paints. So Citadel makes a trying to get there we go. They make a product called Larium Medium, which I just realized that this broke open and poured in my paint drawer and dried. So that's a bummer. I don't have any more of this, but since I'm using all Citadel paints, it really doesn't... Sorry, I dropped this on the floor. It's really not going to make a huge difference because I can use water to thin them whenever I get to that stage. But if you're using the cheap paints, you need to get that. So any kind of medium you can get is great. You can... You can go to like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, probably Joann's. I know Joann sells paints and stuff. Anywhere that sells airbrush supplies, you can go in and get them because you just need airbrush medium. There's another thing that I always tend to use, especially if I'm doing a lot of blending, and that is you need to get a retardant, like a paint retardant. And usually it's used when you're airbrushing. You add it into your pot that you're, because you got your airbrush, and then there's like the canister where you put your paint, because you put paint and you mix it in with your medium. And that's how it kind of like sprays out and stuff. So, but to keep that from clogging, you use a retardant, and I use Liquitex. I use a Liquitex matte medium when I do use a medium, and I'm not using the one that's Citadel brand. And I also use Liquitex's retardant. They're both really good. So here's some of the paints. This is why I like Citadel. They have a wide range of stuff. So you have like your normal paints, which is a nice purple. Let's see if I can open this without spilling it all over my laptop. But you can see in there, it's a very deep kind of purple color. And you can kind of get an idea of how saturated the pigments are. I don't want to put that paint by my Freddies because I got my box of Fun Freddies right here. So Citadel also does these nice like metallics. So here's a metallic right here. All right, and these are for painting minis. That's what the original purpose for these Citadel paints are. But I use them for this because they work just as well. So we got that. They also have these really nice like glazes. So here's this like Waywatcher green glaze. Again, I'll try to open this one. Be very careful. It's very thin, but it gives a cool little green tint to stuff. And then there's also these shades that they make. So try to get it to focus. There we go. There. So these shades, they're almost like an ink. So if I were to put it on like Finn's hair, it seeps down in all the creases, and it gives you a really nice, kind of definition to everything without you having to take a brush and like sit there and look at all these little tiny. Yeah, that's a pain. And then they also do these really cool texture or like special effects paints. That's what this one is right here. So when you actually paint this on stuff, it gives you this. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see on the camera, but it's this is a snow. It's called Valhalla Blizzard, and you actually get when it dries up, you get this like cottage cheesy almost kind of look. It's really neat, and If I had something dark enough, I would put it on there so you guys can see. Yeah, I'll put it on here just so you guys can get an idea. This is a garbage brush that I have. I don't know what is. It's like mud is all over it. So let me show you guys. Ugh. There we go. So if y'all can see, that's like a. It does. It looks almost like cottage cheese. But then when you paint it on stuff, let's see if I can get it on there. And this will dry and harden where you place it. But if you guys can see, that totally looks like snow. So it's pretty neat. So they make a bunch of different ones. So they make them like different dirts and stuff. They're all textures. So you can make the ground look like that's what they're used for, is making like the ground have different like textures. Like, oh, you have like cracked earth, or you can have mud, or there's like toxic waste, stuff like that. So you can do some really neat, you can do some really cool effects with these. So I definitely like these. So these are all I use Citadel, so just so you know. But I also recently found, I was at Hobby Lobby, and I found this paint, and it is the coolest paint I've ever used. So this is some German like super like toxic acrylic paint. It's called Flüssiges Edelmetall, precious metal color in Blau. So I've never seen this paint since, and it's very precious to me because I know I can't get it again. But you can see like the color in there. That's like car paint. Like, oh, I'm gonna paint my car this freaking sweet blue pearl. That's what this is. And I've used this. I used this on the Punisher 2099 that I did, the blue metallic one. So I need to find some more paints that are like this, just because they're awesome. I'm very much into them. And I really like doing this. This is like one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I wish I could just sit and do this like all day, but I can't, because I have to like go to a job and stuff. But anyway, let's talk more doing custom. Ugh. Y'all are over here busy talking about Rush. And I'm showing y'all dumb stuff, I know. Nobody cares about this. That's okay. I'm glad y'all are here to watch and hang out. I think I'm going to put some music on, because it's kind of awkward. Me trying to remember. It's probably legal in the US now. You know, I don't know if it is. I mean, it doesn't smell horribly like toxic, but I know it is. I don't know anything about it, since my German, I've lost most of my German. I used to live in Germany, in case anybody wanted to know that. And I think this wasn't too bad. I think it was like $2 for this. $3.97 is what I paid on clearance. So see, you can see it on top. Maybe not. Trust me, it says $3.97. I need to get a better camera. I have my nice DSLR. I just haven't figured out how to use that as my webcam yet. I mean, I know how. I just haven't like sat down and done it. You know, this is how I do it. I mean, there's other people that do it different ways, but I'm not saying that there's like a right way or a wrong way. This is just totally like my way of how I do customs. You might be able to, find somebody that does like, they just do custom molding, or, I don't know, they're in a 3D print or something like that. But I like it this way because makes me feel like I'm doing art. That's what I like. I like to do the arts. I just have to make sure that this thing is thin enough. I don't want it to be too thick. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing more of these. and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I got a bunch. These were all, so this was donated to me. I say donated because I'm sending it back, but this one is Robin. She's here. Anyway, she got a bunch of the pops, and she was like, I don't know what to do with these, because I guess she was trying to get a chase. And I was like, hey, just send them to me. I'll make customs. And so she said that she would give me one, but I actually have like 4 in my garage. So I'm just gonna do a bunch of these, and we'll see how long it actually takes me to do them. So maybe I can get a bunch of these knocked out quick. If so, I'm gonna take them to when we go to GeekFest in like 16 days. I'll take them with me, and maybe we'll sell them at the booth or something. I need to make some money for the website. I'll sell some pops. And I'm already liking this. It's turning out good so far. Just gotta remember to keep it thin. That's the big thing is I've done ones before that never dry because just it's so thick. Like the Sculpey's so thick. So I'm crafty but not artsy. Oh, the Elvira's, yeah. I got Elvira's too. I have 3 Elvira's. So I have some ideas for them. I for sure think that I'm going to do a Sugar Skull Elvira, but I'm not 100% sure like what style. If I'm gonna just do a black and white like the Jack Skellington, or if I'm gonna do like a full-on like color one. Okay, you like the shirt? I felt it was good. I hate wearing this shirt because it's kind of like it's not a real thick material, and I didn't realize the colored ones were like as thin as they are, which I need to probably change those on the website to change the brand. But it's like kind of see-through. You can't see it on the camera, thankfully. That's why I'm wearing it, because you can't. I made sure before I started the stream. I have some. So I got some Elvira's down here too. So these are the ones that will also be sacrificed to the custom gods. This box got kind of mangled. Look at that. Look at that mangled box. If you guys watched the stream when I opened them up, I guess it wasn't a stream. It was just like a quick lens that I did on the Patreon app. They were very rough. The box says fragile on it, and it looked like somebody just like drop kicked it. Yeah, Raven, it's a good choice. I mean, both of them are good. We actually have I don't think we've ever said this. We have a no flip zone. No flip zone. There we go. We have a no flip zone shirt coming out that hopefully we can get printed for GeekFest. That is going to have like, it's like the Ghostbusters logo kind of, but it's going to have like a dolphin. It's like kind of like a silhouette of a dolphin on it, and it says no flip zone. You know what? I might time lapse it. That would be kind of cool. I gotta remember, like, I need to like center up then my camera, because I'm kind of like doing it in the side. Yeah, because this is gonna be a long series. I'm gonna record each one of these, each step I will be doing it on camera. So probably each night that I'm working on this, I'm gonna stream this, so you guys can watch if you want. If not, that's cool too. I'll be all right with it, just as long as I get these done. I'm gonna try to get like 4 of these done in like a month or half a month. Yeah, they definitely. You know what? It's kind of crazy. Like, my UPS guy is usually really good, but lately, I don't know what's been going on. I don't know if it's my post office or just my luck, but it's just been tough. It's been tough days for me and getting stuff in good shape. Like, my, started with all the SDCC stuff, man. My Ren and Stimpy's. Oh, speaking of, most of those are going to go out, I think tomorrow. My bad. Sorry, guys, who I need to send stuff to. It's all sitting on the floor. I've just been super, super busy at work. So it's been kind of like, I get home and I'm like, I forgot that I need to. But I'm going to schedule a pickup tomorrow. So I won't even have to go to the post office. Post office is going to come to me. Man. Mind you, I definitely think I laid this on too thick. But it's tearing right around his nose too, so that's going to be, need to reinforce it right there. It's hard to talk and concentrate, so I apologize if there are any lulls in in my chatter here. I'm doing my best. See, I used to stream video games a lot because I used to do a gaming website that was popular at one point, and then I kind of quit doing it because I lost all my help, and I just kind of, I got frustrated to the point. But I used to stream games a lot, and so I got really good at like concentrating and talking. But I'm definitely not a drummer. Like all my drummer friends, they can like sit there and like sing or talk to me, and they play the drums, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't even move 2 feet at once. What are you doing? Somebody's trying to ship their dead frozen cat. That's amazing. So here's a funny story. My wife, she used to work at this place that did like medical supplies, not medical supplies, but like educational medical stuff. So like if you go to the doctor's office and they have like, you know, the skeletons, or like if you're like if you're going to the baby doctor, they have, you know, like a fetus inside of a human body kind of thing. So she used to work for a company that manufactured those. And when she started working there, she got this tour of the back, like it's like the back where they, you know, they're like making things and stuff. Oh, my computer decided to yell at me. So anyway, so that's at the back where they're making things and they're packaging stuff up for shipping and stuff. And there was like this pug. It was like a glass statue of a pug, and my wife was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this. It's this dog statue." And the guy giving the tour was like, "Yeah, that's a dog urn." And he was like, "You want to hear something funny?" He's like, "Just last week, we had a lady call in, and she was like, yeah, you know, it's catalog. I saw that you guys have urns that are shaped like dogs." They were like, "Yeah." She's like, "What kind of dogs do you guys do urns for?" And then they're going through them, and she's like, "Okay, can I get like a Chihuahua one?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And they're like, "If you send us a picture, we'll even paint it to look like your dog." And she's like, "Oh, I don't have a dog, but my mom, she died, and she really liked Chihuahuas, so I was just going to put her inside that." They were like, "Ma'am, there are a lot more ashes in a human than a dog. They will not fit inside that urn." So this woman's like arguing with these people on the phone why she can't buy a dog urn to fit a human's remains in. It was the funniest story ever. Keep hearing my door like rattle. So there's my story for the day. Probably gonna tell more stories. That's my story for right now. I don't have anything else to say. I'm like thirsty. Doing this, concentrating makes me thirsty. Just making sure. I do need to play some music. But then I know this is going to get like flagged by YouTube for like copyright. But you know what? Dog don't mind. What we got to listen to? Maybe I can keep the volume kind of low so YouTube don't know. YouTube ain't smart enough to know that I'm listening to music. No, my voice sounds like a guitar and drums and a piano. I promise. That's starting to look like a bandana, right? It's getting there. Yeah, I don't like thinking about people's ashes being in anything anyway, because like death freaks me out. But yeah, it's definitely, it's a very like, it's a cool thing if you're, a parent that they're really into dogs. Just make sure you get the right size. Oh my gosh. Most of that's nice. It's a nice thought. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say about that. Oh man. It's kind of hard to just around his mouth right here. It keeps cracking. Or where there's no mouth on a paw, but around where his mouth should be. It's being all crackery. So basically, what I'm doing now, obviously, because, the bandana is going to hang down. But right now I'm just getting a base here that needs to be able to, like, adhere to the plastic. I can't just do, like, a little hanging down piece and then it'd be done. I have to, like, do the hanging down piece and then I'll kind of feather it into this main piece that goes around. A little bit of structural integrity there. And then I'll clean this up here around his nose with a tool. I have quite a few tools I use. It's like when I'm doing these, like, anything, like a lot of things are really kind of handy, like really sharp tweezers like that. I don't really need any the filing aspect of these. Obviously, it's not going to work on soft clay, but it's nice they have a point and it's textured. So if I need to do some texture stuff, you can actually roll it over. And I have a lot of files like that. And then got an X-Acto knife. This is an awesome X-Acto knife. If you guys ever need one for like an art project, this is Fisker is who makes this, and it is the sharpest. This dropped and stabbed me in the hand. And it went like about halfway down the blade, stuck in my hand, because my daughter bumped my TV tray when I was doing some minis in the living room, and it just goes. I tried to grab it, and I shouldn't have grabbed it. I should just let it fall and hit the floor and stick in, but it goes, and it was stuck in like my knuckle or something like that. I don't remember where it stuck in my hand at. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate it. I'm trying to get this all done, or working on, at least. Obviously I'm not gonna get it done. This is gonna be, I'll be surprised if I can get this done in a couple of days. It'd be great if I can do like maybe 1 or 2 customs a week, because whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take them to like I said, I'm gonna take them to the convention that we're going to in a couple weeks, which hopefully some of you guys that are local in Texas, you guys should come out and hang out with us. It's going to be a good old time. Boy, it's going to be a good old time. We'll have, I'll have a couple at the booth. I'll finish this one for Robin, and then I'll do I'll do a couple more of my fins, and then I need to finish some Punishers. I'll do some Punishers like I did the other day. And then the other day, it was like months ago that I did it. I don't know the difference in time. Like a dog. Dogs have no concept of time, just like Sean. He's not good at it. Yeah, Robin, you can have your pick of your Elviras that you sent me. That's perfectly fine. You do whatever you want. You just tell me what you want, and I'll do it. If you want like a spooky, scary one, if you want like a zombie, if you want whatever, just tell me. It's yours. I'll do it. I'm at your disposal, just because I like doing these. I'm going to try and find some Pennywise, because I want to do like a Sin City style Pennywise. Like the art style of Sin City, where it's like all like heavy line drawing kind of graphic novel. Lots of shadows and stuff. I want to do one of those. Either that, or I want to do like a noir version. Possibly. I saw a really cool one that somebody did with the spider. The Pennywise spider. Or crab arms or whatever. It looks like a spider to me. I'm really not sure. Oh, dude. I would love, like, I have some of the blanks, like the do-it-yourself ones. And I've thought so many times about how I want to do a spawn. And I just haven't done it yet, because I'm just like, I just can't. I know I'm not going to be able to. It's not in my level of skill. And I just want it to be, though. There needs to be some Spawn. Maybe, I think they'll probably make some Spawn ones when the movie gets closer to coming out. Because if you didn't know, there's a new Spawn movie. I'm sure you did. If anybody cares anything about Todd McFarlane, they're gonna know about the Spawn movie. So no, this is not. It's not modeling clay. I'm using it's a material called Sculpey. So it is. It dries hard, goes on. It's really easy to mold. Really easy to blend. It's just all around. It's a good. It's a really nice, good kind of medium. Oh yeah, you could do that. Yeah, Robin. I just need to go out and find one of the a Pennywise because I don't want to. I don't want to sacrifice any of mine. I do have some extra ones with him with the arm, the Amazon ones. So I could always use those if I wanted to. Okay, that needs to come up more on this side. So just have to gotta make sure I'm having to keep going back and forth to the to my reference here. Make sure that I get it all right. I'm so anal about stuff like this. That's why it takes me a long time. It's just because it's gotta be perfect. Like, and I just didn't like need this one enough, and now it's all cracky. In case you guys are wondering, my voice is not carrying very well because my house is set up the worst in the world, and I don't know if you guys can see. Sometimes it ends up showing up on videos, but that is my bedroom right there through those doors, and then that's my living room. So this is like the stupidest office ever. But this is our studio, so this is the only thing. This is all I got. So I have to be. Now my wife, she's pretty good, and I try to keep it down when she's asleep. She went to bed early tonight because we were originally planning on recording the podcast tonight. So we're getting there. We're slowly making progress. Again, if I wasn't so anal and like crazy about being a perfectionist as far as like art stuff goes, I could probably get through these a lot faster. And once I get done with the first one and see like the mistakes that I make and the stuff that worked well, I'll be able to kind of blow through the other ones. Also, it makes me a little nervous because I'm on camera, and I've never done this on camera before. I should probably start with just a repaint on camera, so I'm less like, oh, what do I do? That's all right. We're all friends here, right? Even the strangers. I don't think there's any strangers watching. Hey, strangers, if you're watching, speak up, so that I know you're here, and I know to avoid you. Not really. I don't want to avoid anybody. I'm everyone's friend, right, guys? Even that guy that was angry at me potentially on Facebook today. Guess I'm a jerk, turns out. Yeah, Billy, I am also a big Spawn fan. I don't have any of them in here, but I have a bunch of the Series 1 toys that are sealed. They are out in my garage. I'm trying to get rid of them. I think I'm probably gonna end up putting those up on eBay. But yeah, I was like, I love Spawn. Like, since I was real little, and I was not. You should not let your child watch Spawn. I ended up watching the HBO cartoons like secretively. My parents didn't know, because if they did, they would have been like pissed, because that was definitely not a kid's show. Like, I loved the animated series, was so good, and then the movie was so subpar. I don't think the animated movie wasn't awful, but it definitely was not good. It did not hold a candle to the series, the comics, or even to the HBO animated series. I don't know how I feel about Jamie Foxx being the new Spawn, but I also know that it is not going to be a superhero movie. It is going to be a horror movie, so I don't know. I don't see him as Al Simmons, but whatever. We'll see. I'll give him a chance. I will not prejudge. I will post-judge. Yeah, I have... Actually, you know, man, you'll message me on Discord after this, and I'll take some pictures. I'll show you the ones that I have. Like, I have a huge I think Angela, the demon hunter, the angel lady, archangel, whatever she was. So I have one of those, and then I have I know I have a violator, and in both the violator form and the clown form. And then I got some other stuff, and then I have some that are open that are like just like parts. I think actually most of them are complete like figures, but they're opened up. So, and I can feel that this is started like dry, and it's not supposed to be drying. I don't know what's going on here. Guess I'll have to keep moving. Let's see. So he has it. Oh, it goes like straight across. This is tough because I guess it cuts across his eye too. Okay. Oh man, I might need to go get a drink of water here in a little bit. I am parched. Oh, and it's 11:30. Man, look at that. Time flying. Time is flying. But that's good, I think. That means that I'm getting stuff done. It's when I am aware of the time. It's like that means I'm bored. So I'm not bored right now. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. It's just enough. It'll go right across his eye like that. Yeah, see, that's how it's going to go right like that. And I can't do it straight across because it's going to cover up too much of his, it'll cover up too much of his eye. So I'll just do it where it comes up a little bit. I'll try to do as straight across as I can. But we'll see. See how this works out. And some of this we'll have, after I get this all laid out on here nice and gets it smoothed and turned into an actual, looks like a bandana, then I'll probably sand this down too. Just so we can get a nice, because you want this to be a good, clean kind of smooth finish. And I can do most of that with the just my fingers, but there's gonna be a little bit that I'm gonna need to just manually sand it down. Not that this isn't manual as well, but as I go over it a second time. Oh yeah, for real. Oh, that's what we should talk about. We should talk about some wrestling. And you know what? I watch a lot of New Japan now. I didn't watch it a lot when Finn was in it, but I have seen quite a few of his matches when he was in New Japan. He is very good, and he is very much not the same wrestler that's in WWE right now. So there's that. And it's unfortunate, but you know what? So it pays the bills. Sucks that he got hurt when he got that big old push, but it's okay. I'll live. Yeah, I need his chase too. I have not. It's one of the only ones that I do not have from the new set. And I need it from the new wave, whatever. I need him. I need Triple H, and I need Vince. I guess he was from the last wave. He wasn't from this past wave. The most recent one, whatever it is. Oh, glittery tindery heart. You just spray it with like some glitter spray paint and you're good. You don't need all that. You don't need all that extra nonsense. Doing repaints is so much easier than this. That's for sure. I'll tell you that, guys. Oh my gosh. I know everybody's so excited right now with my talking. All four of you guys that are watching. It's not about the watch rate though, right? Who cares how many people are watching? I'm just documenting an experience. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm the documentor. Not the documentee. Whatever that means. Oh, good. Starting to have a little bit of a material look to it. It's exactly what we want. Start to see it actually looks like it's coming up right here by the eye. That's what we want. We need to get this all smooth and thick enough, and then we can pull it away from the face in certain spots. And you'll get that kind of look. So you can see. Nope, I can't get under there with that. Maybe I can do it with the tweezers. Oh man, Hearthstone. I just got the. I just pre-ordered the new expansion last night. I'm not good at that game, but I do like to play it. So I'm excited for it to come out later this month. Try to make this part. Might have to bring it down a little bit. And then add a new piece because some black from the eye is coming off. Funko, what is up with that? Your paint's so weak. It's coming off. Oh yeah, you know, you could use Mod Podge too. That might actually be easier than this. Because Sculpey's a little like it's frustrating. For sure. Definitely takes some getting used to when you're doing this. Oh yeah, looks really good. Looking good, Sean. Pat on your back for not ruining it yet. You know, I've never used Mod Podge before. My mom uses it all the time. My mom's really into crafts. She used to run a craft mall. She would always use that stuff. Never done it. Maybe it's worth checking out. Maybe it's cheaper than this, because this stuff's pretty expensive. Look at that. I'm still killing with 4 people on here. Not really, but... I mean, there really is 4 people, but the killing it part. Not so much. I can't imagine this is a fun stream. If I was in y'all's seat, I'd be like, yeah, I'm done with this. But thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. Hope I'm teaching you guys something, maybe? I don't know. Here we go. Look at that. It's getting there already. See, there's a little bit of movement there. I gotta clean that up on the face, but that way it kind of, yeah, looks good. See, make sure it doesn't have any like weird sharp drops, like right there. That will not look like material. It needs a flow to it. It needs a straight across flow. Just like that. Much better. Much better. E6000. Isn't that like an adhesive? I feel like I've seen that. I think I own that. It's in the garage, maybe. It's like a something. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Come on. Okay. All right. Look at that right there. Look at that, guys. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink of water because I'm like, my throat is done. Be right back. We all like things that smell horrible, I think. I'm gonna check the Facebook, see all the people being all salty about the Canada exclusives because they can't get them. And to them, I laugh. I laugh at all of you who want Rush. Rush shall never be in your life. Blah, 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 ha, ha. I feel like maybe I should share this with the group. What do you guys think? You think we should let the group in here? I think we might have to. I'm going to say, if anyone interested, are live now. Boom. All right, cool. Maybe some folk will join us. Who knows? Probably not. And nobody want to join me. I couldn't find where I put the link at. That's good, right? Oh. Hey, ooh. If anyone is interested. Oh, it's sold out. Bummer. I'm so sad I missed it. Walmart restocked the Doctor Strange Walmart exclusive from the Doctor Strange movie. Bummer, y'all. I'm sad about that. I don't have that one, and I kind of do want it. I failed you. I'm sorry, guys. I failed everybody. Box Lunch does have their Cat in the Hat back end, if you care about that. You know, Billy, I quit playing like after Naxxramas expansion came out, so I'm like way behind. But I was just like, I had $100 in Amazon like gift cards from like my grandma, so I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna spend it on this Hearthstone expansion. So I bought like the super mega bundle. It has like 80 packs in it, and a bunch of like hero legendaries. So I just felt it was necessary. Necessary for me to spend that unnecessary money. Man, I need to make sure I keep this up in case this goes live again. Okay. Whew. All right. Yeah, right. That's fun. I would be into that. All right, trying to think. How are we gonna do this? Okay. That's the thing with this stuff. You guys can see it's like crumbly when you first like break it off, because this is why I keep pulling it from this. There. Oh, it's so hard to see. There you go. From this block, and when you pull off the block, it's super crumbly. So you got to take it, and you knead it, and then you end up getting a really nice putty. Excuse me, that was gross that I just burped. Tried not to do it in the microphoners for all y'all. I've been going an hour and 13 minutes, and I've only got like this first like round around his head. That's great. This is gonna take a long time. So now you guys can see why these custom pops go for like 150, 200 bucks for really good ones. Mine's not gonna be a really good one. I can tell you now. But I'm gonna be like, man, this is a $200 pop, sir. I'm gonna need you to give that money to me right now. No, I'm not. I'm not like that. Okay, maybe I am, but I'm not gonna do that. I like money, just like everybody else does. But I am not gonna be a jerk. That's the important thing to remember in life, kids. Just don't be a jerk. That would be great. I'm sure your spouses and in-laws and neighbors and butchers will appreciate you not being a jerk. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. The fun part is going to be doing the Bullet Club stuff, like on the bandana. Just not to you. Oh, come on, Robin. You know you want to pay the iron price, right? You don't want to pay the gold price. You want to pay the iron price. It's like Ricky said last night on the stream, right? Oh man. So if you guys can hear the band that's playing right now, they are one of the most amazing bands. If you like punk, ska, stuff like that, came out of Austin in like the early 2000s. Name of the band's The Impossibles. They are so good. It's one of my favorite bands from like high school. It's still one of my favorite bands. But you should go give them a listen. They're really good, especially the anthology album. So these just gold. So right now, what I'm trying to do, so I'm basically doing like a rough kind of triangle, and then I'm rolling the top lip here, so it kind of looks like it's like material. I'm hoping, and that's why I'm not just like putting it on there and like sculpting it off of him, is because I want it to have a kind of more flowy look. So I'm gonna do it in like a shape, like this triangle, because it's gonna. Oh, can you guys not? I have it turned down really low. You're gonna pay the River Rock price? That's pretty good. There you go. You guys can probably hear that, right? Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get flagged. I know. Because I don't own rights to this, obviously. I need to get some. I got a friend that she works for a record label. She actually is the one that got us permission to use the intro music that we have on the podcast. Thanks to Nola, if she watches this later on. You're awesome. And we appreciate you. And I've seen, I guess nobody from the group wants to join, or everyone from the group is already here. They're not here, but that's okay. I don't care. Maybe people can hang out with us later. Was I talking about something and then I got sidetracked? Probably. Because it's me. Okay. Let me see. You know what? That actually looks really good, I think. Let's see. So it'll go on here like that. And I'll just kind of have to work it in like that. But I feel like that might be too long. And it'll block his... What do you guys think? That's probably too long, right? I think it needs to be shorter. It needs to be more exaggerated. Don't want it to like... don't want it to obscure his shirt, his wonderful well, I guess he's not going to have a shirt, so it won't matter. But yeah. Make a snake, make a snake. Just like you in school. Okay. Let's see, try to pull this to a point here and see if I can get it. I have to make sure that it's thick enough, but not too thick. It's very difficult. I don't know how well this is going to go over, but I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do this. Hey Robin, thanks for liking the post on Facebook. Not like you're not here. You just gotta be one of the cool kids, don't you? Don't you? Oh no, his arm keeps moving. This, you gotta be everywhere. It's just how it is. Otherwise, you're not playing the game right. Okay. Here. That's good. That's looking good. Ish. It's good enough. I hope. So we'll get to a point here where I'm gonna actually start. I have to sculpt in like all the folds in the fabric and stuff. But it's starting to get there. Cats. My cat's somewhere. I don't know where she's at. Look at that. That looks like a bandana, right? I think it looks good. The thing is, you know what? I'm not even gonna be able to. I'll have to focus on the Elviras if I want to, for whatever I want to take to this convention, this Comic-Con thing, because I'm gonna have to do a custom box for him. I don't think I can get them printed in time. Who knows? Maybe I can. We'll see. If anybody knows Daniel on the Facebook group, dude collects Star Wars stuff. He and I we grew up together, and he is my like guy for printing. He like hooks me up. So he's a great dude. If you need anything designed, if you need any business cards, anything like that, he is the dude to go to. He's really good. He's a very good graphic designer too. Man. Looks really good so far. I'm happy with this. I think it is just the perfect thickness where I won't have any issues. I need to clean that up though. Yeah, I'm very happy with that so far. Man. I'm tooting my own horn. Toot toot. Toot toot. Oh, I just jammed my thing nail in there. There we go. Lucky this is so easy to fix. If it wasn't, I would be very mad just now. Not neglecting you guys, I promise. I'm in the concentration phase of doing this. So promise that I'm here. See, that's our problem here is we do these videos so late at night nobody can watch because I don't have time to do it. Any other time I got a crazy kid that she would just be standing here like in the back yelling and screaming the whole time, and that's it. That's how it works. So, what'd you guys have for dinner? Have you had anything good? Anything non-perishable that you can ship me? I need you to overnight it to me like your Amazon. Who can manage that for me right now? Give me that food, son. We'll see. Nobody's probably watching. Oh, you know what? This probably in the back needs to come to a... Oh, you know what? No, I'll do it like it's a... It probably wouldn't tie. If he's wearing it out to the ring, it's not going to tie. Yeah, it's not too late for you, Melissa. Me, it's... What time is it? midnight. Let's just hit midnight here. I stay late anyway, so doesn't matter. I got work to do. After this, I actually do have work to do. Tomorrow's gonna suck. I got reports to do at work. I gotta pull reports for 30 clients tomorrow morning. Send them out before the end of the day. It's gonna be fun, time consuming, not fun, time consuming. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's a new person here. Who's joined? Who's there? Someone new is here. My number went up. Show yourself, new person. What do you want? Y'all want to bet it's Raul? I bet. We're getting one message a minute from you guys. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys caught me saying this on the stream last night, but I set us up a Twitch account last night. And I think that I'm going to start. Yeah, because we all got interest other than Pops. And one of my interests is games. Just like I know a lot of you guys play games. Video gamers. So, I think that I might start streaming some games. I know Funko does it. I've seen Sully playing some games. So, if he plays boring games, I'll actually play some good ones. So, what do you guys think about that? That business. Business. That's the business. My business is doing business with you. Oh. Hello. Business. Business time. I need to have a Meatwad sound effect on my soundboard. I do not have Meatwad on my soundboard. I have a number of other things on my soundboard, though. You guys, for some reason, all of my buttons are turned off. There we go. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Yes, most definitely. I will be playing some Hello Kitty Island. No. And I know that's a South Park reference. But I ain't playing it. That's actually a real game, in case anybody was wondering. Cow. Cow. This side is proving to be more difficult than the other. It's like this side is turning a little chalky. It shouldn't be. It's a good one. That was the World of Warcraft episode, I think, wasn't it? Because if so, it is also one of my favorites. Because I was a huge World of Warcraft fan, and I just activated my account last night. I think it was last night. It might have been the night before. Anyway, it's recently, this week. Alright, I activated it again. So I'm going to be playing. Yeah, Make Love Not Warcraft. Yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one. Wow. I'm very happy with this so far. Kind of impressed. For not having done Sculpey work in a long time and never have done a pop like this. Like, like trying to emulate something. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. What do you guys think? That's starting to look like he's got a bandana around his head, huh? I'm not, just so you guys know, I'm not going to be freehanding the Bullet Club logo. I'm going to be using water slide stickers, so I'll have them printed. Probably have my wife doing her work. Yep. I think we're coming up on a good stopping point, because next I'm going to have to start sculpting the actual material flow in the bandana. So anyway, there we go. What do you guys think so far? It's looking good, right? It's not perfect, but it will be perfect when I'm done. I think it turned out great so far. You can buy that, right? Yeah, just got the little thing. He's not. This is not gonna have a. I'm not gonna do a shirt on him on this one. I will do one with a shirt. Maybe that'll be a variant. Cool. I'm very, like I said, very happy with it. I am going to leave this here right now, where I'll stop, and then tomorrow night I will get back on and I will begin sculpting with actual sculpting tools. The material folds and stuff in his mat. I mean, in the this thing, whatever this is, a bandana. There we go. That's what that word is. I'll do that, and then I'll clean him up, and if I can get the mask all done, and then maybe I will, maybe I can get them baked tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to get the mask completely done though. So anyway, there we go, guys. Robin, he's looking good so far. It's gonna be very nice when it's done, I think. So, maybe I'll do a chase one of these with a belt. That would be cool. That would be a pain to do though. But I can do it. I got the skills. I got skills, kids. Okay, cool. So that's it. I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, for watching me make a Finn Balor into a Prince Devitt, the first step of it. And we will do some more of this tomorrow night, I think. This is a nice almost hour and 40-minute stream. I'm glad that 3 y'all stuck around here. One secret person, and Robin and Melissa. Thank you guys so much. Make sure that you tell everybody, not that you don't already, but tell all of everybody you know about the podcast. Tell them they need to be a patron. And you guys keep collecting. Bye.